welcome to Wayne Valley High School for today's high school basketball matchup between your Wayne Hills Patriots and the Wayne Valley Indians. I'm Jon Vittas, joined by Nick Appaluccio for today's marquee matchup. The crosstown rivals will hook up for the first time since their county playoff game a couple years ago. This time we're at Wayne Valley. So Nick, my first question for you. Both teams' Goonies are here. This place is absolutely packed. The music is blaring. It's going to be an electric atmosphere tonight. How do these teams put that out of their minds and focus for such a big game?
No, John, I don't think they put it out of their mind. I really think they feed off all this energy here. Maybe gives them a little extra on that NBA range three-pointer, or gives them extra strength to drive into the hole.
Well, this is just a league game. Hills and Valley have only met in playoff games in the past in sports like football, of course, the state championship 3 years ago. They met in a county game in baseball. They've met in soccer. But this is a regular season matchup. Valley's looking to avenge their loss on the football field in the fall. But my next question, we all know who the two best players on each team is. For Hills, it's Joe Brandel and Chris Fonte, and for Valley, it's Nick Silgi and Jay Rosenberg. Now, the third guy for Hills is going to need to step up and provide some scoring aside from those two. Who do you see as that possible third scorer?
For Wayne Hills, I see it to be Matt Heskins. I've seen his shot in practice. He has a really nice shot. I'm looking for him to score a couple of three-pointers, get Hills up in big situations.
Now, Sam Presler's definitely another guy that can put some points on the board, but I'm going to have to agree. I just have a weird gut feeling tonight that Matt Heskins is going to have a coming out party because he's had a solid season so far. He's averaging almost 10 points per game as a junior, and I think tonight he's going to come out and have a nice game. And I think he's going to lead Wayne Hills to the win because, like I said, both teams have two great scorers. They need that third guy to be there tonight. Now, real quick, Nick, last question. Give me a prediction for tonight's game. Who do you think is going to win? I already called a Hills victory, but what do you see going down tonight?
Hills has a lot on their plate with Jason Rosenberg and Nick Silgi, but I think that if they could stick their two best men on them and stay on them the whole game and lock them down, Hills can come out with the close victory.
All right, we'll see if your call's right. We'll be back with starting lineups and the opening tip after this.
Hello, everyone. This is Al Raffini, your Wayne Township Environmental Commissioner, giving you some great news. And if you pardon me, I'm going to read this great news for you. Your town, thanks to our great environmental coordinator, Timmy Collins, and the Wayne Township Environmental Commission, has found a way to save and cut your garbage taxes, but they need your help. Any and all types of plastic and foam, not just 1 and 2, now go into your recycle pail, not the trash pail. You must now recycle 1 through 7 in any plastic or foam, that's right, I said foam, item without a number. Some examples are outdoor furniture without metal, plastic pipes, shrink wrap, salad dressing bottles, liquid detergent bottles, etc. Bags, produce, green, newspaper, plastic shopping, dry cleaner bags, food storage, bundled together, bottle caps, drinking straws, yogurt containers, garden items such as all sizes of plastic pots, nursery pots, hanging basket containers, etc. Shake the soil out. Plastic garden plant cell packs and trays. Shake the soil out. Foam meat trays, takeaway food clamshell containers, foam packaging peanuts, foam egg cartons, plastic tableware, scrape the food off, basically anything that looks like foam. Tupperware, food containers, etc. Anything plastic without a number. Kids' juice bags, all plastic food packaging. Example, potato chip bags, pistachio bags, plastic hangers, plastic on game packaging, etc. All of these new items go into the same recycle pail you already put your aluminum cans, soda and beer cans, pet food cans, etc. Glass containers, clear, brown, and green. Tin, steel cans, soup cans, food cans, coffee cans, etc. And 1 and 2 plastic. So wow, have we increased your recycling ability. Anything that looks like plastic or looks like foam goes into your commingled pail. This will save us a tremendous amount of garbage collecting, and that's where we're paying for this. So with your help, we can't do it without you. Continue recycling as you do, and listen to the new items, once again, that you can recycle. Those foam cups, those meat trays, all kinds of things like that. What we want to do is reduce our garbage stream. And once again, thank you very much for listening, and we'll be back soon.
Hello and welcome back to Wayne Valley High School, where we're going to send it down to the floor right away, where we're going to meet the opening lineups for both teams.
Welcome to tonight's game. Your paid complimentary admission to this event entitles you to enjoy an exhibition of skills developed by the students in an educational setting. Please give these students your positive encouragement and support. When taunting or intimidating the officials or opponents is unfriendly and unacceptable. Tonight's game is a North Jersey Tri-County Conference contest and is sanctioned by the State Athletic Association. And now let's meet the students starting lineup. First for the visiting Patriots of Wayne Hills. At one guard, a senior number 3, Joe Brandel. And forward, a senior number 12, Mike Quinn. At one guard, a junior number 35, Matt Heskins. And on the other guard, a junior number 42, Sam Pressler. Senior number 50, Chris Conte. The assistant coaches John Goldstein and Kevin Batty. And the starting lineup for the Indians of Wayne Valley. At one guard, senior number 55, Tom Ryan. Junior number 41, Andrew Alessandra. And the forward, senior number 10, Mark Tucker. And at forward, senior number 33, Nick Sanchez. And at guard, senior number 42, Jason. Wayne Valley is Joe White, the assistant coaches Doug Scott and Scott Cowens. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you to all rise and join Christina Iliadis as she sings our national anthem.
We hope you enjoyed those starting lineups and national anthem. This place is on fire right now. Both sides, student sections are on their feet and chanting back and forth. Nick, I haven't seen an atmosphere this electric since the last time these two teams played on the basketball court, which was 2 years ago, where Hills won in the where Valley won in the quarterfinals. That was at Hills. So this is the first time these two teams have met since then, and this one's definitely going to be a good game. Hills is ranked 18th in the North Jersey top 25, while Wayne Valley's number 12. So Valley's a little bit better. Hills has a 7-8 record on the season. So it's going to be a tough task for them coming into hostile territory. But their friends have showed up in force tonight. This whole section to my left is absolutely packed with the Gifford Goonies, who have made it over here to Wayne Valley. So we're about set to get underway. So Nick, some quick last thoughts as we get this game started.
I think the crowds are going to be huge in this game. Whatever crowd's more into it, I think that's going to push their team to victory.
It looks like Chris Fonte and Mark Tucker are going to take the tip to start things off. Hills goes with their typical starting lineup of Fonte, Quinn, and the tip goes up ahead to Brandel, who gets trapped along the baseline, gets it out to Heskins. He'll set it to Quinn, who's going to reset the offense. Hills goes right into that motion offense with the Valley fans chanting defense right away. Pressler comes around the screen. They're going to go with that set offense as they normally do to get the nerves out of the way. Heskins is going to take things back out. One thing we're going to have to deal with tonight is the scoreboard. We can barely see it from our angle, so it's going to be tough to bring you the scores on a regular basis. Pressler gets to the first shot of the game, and it's no good. Valley coming back the other way. Hills fans are alive as well, so this is going to be fun. First shot of the game is up, no good. Rebounded by Mike Quinn. Quinn's going to take the point guard duties to start things off. We haven't seen that from him all season.
Sometimes when you don't have any players down court, I think you just have to take. You can't wait for people, because then that's going to bring the press.
Heskins pump fakes, kicks it to Pressler in the corner, who's going to fire up a three, and it's good. Sam Pressler gets Wayne Hills on the board with an opening three.
From the games I've seen, John, that's Pressler's hot spot, right from the corner. That's where he's going to make the most shots.
Getting inside is number 42, Jason Rosenberg, rebounded by Quinn, his buddy. He's going to pass it up ahead to Heskins in the corner. They get it down low to Fonte, and he misses the ball. A perfect pass from Heskins, and it went right through Fonte's hands. A missed opportunity for an easy two.
I'm flabbergasted by that. If you're playing varsity basketball, you can't miss passes like that, and you're wide open for the points.
Well, the Valley fans are chanting D1 prospect, as Chris Fonte showed right there why he's going to Rutgers for football and not basketball. You don't need hands when you're playing left tackle.
All you need is just a big body there that can move.
And Fonte has that at 6'7" and 300 pounds. That ball goes out of bounds. It'll go back to Wayne Hills. So Valley's offense a little bit skittish to start things off, as Heskins got their offense settled down with that early three. I'm sorry, Pressler hit the early three.
John, I have a question for you. I know this is how I feel, so I'm going to see if you. Out of all sports games, Wayne Hills basketball games are definitely my favorites to come to.
Well, they're definitely a joy to watch. I mean, these two teams the last 3 years, I say two teams because we lost everyone last year, so it's a whole new team this year. They always play a high-octane type of offense, similar to the New York Knicks. You know, the coach lets them do whatever they want on offense, and they're all natural scorers, so it's really fun to watch. Unfortunately, this year they haven't been as competitive as they're 7 and 8. But they're definitely fun to watch. I mean, I have to say I probably enjoy the football games a little bit more just because we're so dominant. And, I mean, we're expected to win every game, but these basketball games are definitely fun.
I wasn't even putting that towards players. I'm just putting this because of the fans. They go crazy at these basketball games. And
they're a lot more noticeable indoors. Obviously, the sound is contained as opposed to the outdoor football games. And, of course, later in the season, it's a little bit, the fans dial it down a notch because it gets so cold, so only the diehards will show up. Fonte, 1 of 2 from the line. And that's Jay Rosenberg getting inside. So Valley gets on the board. 3-point play for Rosenberg. We'll see if he can convert the strike.
Orlando has first 1 shot for Jason Rosenberg.
Rosenberg's going to try to tie things up, and he does. So it's 3-3 here in the early going. 2.5 minutes into it. Heskins is going to dribble it up. Finds Pressler in the corner again, who's going to wind up from 3. No good off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Silgi. Rosenberg's going to handle the point guard duties again. Heskins tries to draw the charge. He doesn't get the call, and Rosenberg finishes at the other end. So Rosenberg has all 5 points for Valley so far, and they're going to go with a full court trap this time. Heskins finds Pressler. They couldn't take advantage of the brief numbers they had for a moment. So they're going to reset the offense now. Quinn tries to post up Fonte over his head, intercepted by Andrew Harris-Simchuk. Rosenberg on the other end gets inside again on Heskins, can't finish. Rosenberg is slicing through that defense at will right now. Hills are going to have to come up with an answer for him.
What's apparent to me right now for Wayne Hills' offense, they're not trusting Chris Fonte right now with the missed pass he had on the easy scoring opportunity. So it looks like they're just going to take a lot of outside shots for these next few possessions until they can get their trust back.
Well, Hills lives and dies by the three. They did it the last 2 years, and they've kind of carried that over into this season. Of course, Fonte's pretty much their whole inside presence as Quinn pulls up from 12 feet, no good. Rebounded by Harasimchuk. Rosenberg with the 3-on-3 is going to give it to the opposite side. It's knocked away from Larrañaga. Tom Larrañaga's going to Rosenberg's going to reset. Larrañaga's to the right side. Valley going into a set offense now. This is Silgi working on Heskins. He's going to kick it out. In the corners, Larrañaga wide open for three, and he drills it. Tom Larrañaga from downtown, and Valley takes the lead.
Going to Jason Rosenberg. To my knowledge, he's one of the best point guards in the country, or not in the country, excuse me, in the state. So Wayne Hill's definitely going to have to man him up or something along those lines.
Heskins from downtown, and Hills answers right back with a three of their own. Heskins and Pressler, the two junior guards, haven't been nervous in this nerve-wracking situation so far. They've both hit threes in the early going, and Hills is keeping it close right now. It's 8-7 Valley. Harasimchuk from downtown, and he hits a three-pointer. So Valley goes up by 4. 11-6 Wayne Valley. They're going to call a push on Silgi. So Hills will inbound from the center court stripe. So Quinn's handling the ball so far tonight, something we haven't seen him do too much this season, but I think what Coach Catalano is trying to do is get Pressler and Heskins a chance to make plays off the ball, away from the ball, because Quinn's is probably the worst scorer on this starting lineup. So they're going to let him handle the ball because he's an athletic 6'3", so he can do that. And they're going to try to get Heskins and Pressler to come around some screens, run the baseline a little bit, and try to get open that way, rather than create for themselves with the ball in their hands.
When you can put a shooter on each wing, that's definitely not a bad thing if you're a basketball team. It gives you two options. It makes the defense have to cover two more people.
Pressler from 15 feet. It's good. Sam Pressler's shooting stroke is on to start things off. That could be dangerous. He's got 5 points and pulls Hills to within 3.
From inside the arc, it looks like Sam Pressler's locked down.
Well, Valley's been the only thing that's been lights out so far as Rosenberg hits a 3. He's got 8 points already in this first quarter. 14-8 Valley. Quinn gets inside, kicks it out to Heskins. So the scoring has been abundant so far as we have about 3 minutes to go. Fonte gets inside, can't finish down low. Heskins gave him a good pass again and again. Fonte couldn't take advantage of the opportunity. Larrañaga can't handle that pass, so it'll go back over to Wayne Hills.
This is definitely not the game you want to be performing like Chris Fonte is at this moment. I mean, a couple weeks ago when they were up, I can't remember the team right now, they had a great 30-point lead on them. You could do that there. It's not going to be a good thing, but it's definitely going to be a bad thing. But here, when it's a close game in the beginning, you don't want to be performing bad.
They call a push on Harasimchuk, but Fonte has missed 2 huge opportunities, and he's really gotten the Valley fans a little bit more rowdy because they're getting on him for missing any type of easy layups like that. They try to get it to him again, and that's going to go out of bounds off Fonte's knee. So now the Valley fans are really going to get on Fonte. He's blown, like I said, 2 layups and 4 points. Hills is down by 6. They'd only be down by 2 if he could just finish those layups. They put Brandel on Rosenberg now as Heskins had guarded him in the early going, but Rosenberg has been able to penetrate at will. So they've put Brandel on him now, the senior leader for Wayne Hills, also their leading scorer on the offensive end. 3-point attempt from Silgi, air ball. Underneath is Larrañaga, absolutely crushed by Fonte, and again, quick Fonte stuffs Nick Silgi. So Fonte's been a little bit upset by the Valley fans getting on him, and he makes up for it at the other end. Laranenga gets inside. Nice pass down low to Tucker, who misses the wide open layup. I'm sorry, that was Keith Grieve, the senior, getting inside. And he missed the layup, so both teams missing layups and hitting their threes so far. Quinn again is going to handle the point guard duties with a minute to go in the first quarter. 14-8 Valley.
John, on that last layup, looks like Heskin's got a hand on it maybe, so that would be 3 blocks on three shots for Wayne Hills.
A good defensive possession for them, but they can't finish on the offensive end. They've only got 8 points so far. Rosenberg getting inside, kicks it out to Laranenga. Laranenga puts up a tough shot, can't get it to go. Quinn up ahead, it's intercepted by Harris Simchuk. So a bad turnover from Mike Quinn. That's the 4th or 5th turnover in this quarter for Hills, so they've been a little bit sloppy with the ball so far. Something we've seen from them quite a few times this season. The first game of the season against Kennedy really stands out when they had about 8-9 turnovers in the first quarter. That was the opening game of the season. So Valley's just going to let the clock run out. We can't really see how much time's on the clock because, again, we have an obstructed view of the scoreboard. 3-point basket is no good. Silgi missed that one. They battle for it in the corner. Harris Simchuk puts up a bad shot. It's no good. So that'll do it for the first quarter of action, with Wayne Valley leading Wayne Hills by a score of 14-8. We'll be back with the second quarter after this. She gets it to Giametta. Giametta corrals it, puts a shot on net. Deflected into the net. A goal by Brittany Galone, and Wayne Hills wins the North 1 Group 3 state championship.
Oh, baby, call your friends. Call your friends. Wayne Hills state champions, baby.
Couldn't script it any better, Joe. Couldn't script it any better myself.
What a shot by Brittany Galone off the deflection from Jacqueline Giametta, and Wayne Hills wins the North 1 Group 3 state championship in dramatic fashion. Back here at Wayne Valley for the second quarter of action, with Valley leading Hills 14-8. Rosenberg takes it up for Valley to start things off here in the second quarter. A lot of energy in this building in the first quarter, with both fan-student sections on their feet and chanting back and forth. So it's been a fun game so far, but Valley's had the upper hand on the offensive end. Both teams' defenses have been pretty solid so far, but a lot of 3-point baskets. 3 for Valley, 2 for Hills in the opening quarter. So both teams have been hitting their shots. Rosenberg pumps. And he gives it to Silgi, a deep 3, air ball, rebounded by Pressler, who gets it up ahead to Heskins.
Again, John, as you mentioned, Mike Quinn's running the point, which is a little weird. I think it's just to get 3 shooters on the wing.
That's definitely what it is, as he gets a shot to Heskins, and Heskins drills another 3. So Heskins and Pressler have been on the mark so far, and they've been carrying Wayne Hills offensively. So Rosenberg hits his second 3 of the game. He's now in double figures. Pressler's going to take it up. They got a 3-on-2. Gets it down low to Fonte for the easy layup. Fonte's not going to miss that one. So a nice assist from Sam Pressler, and Fonte has his first basket of the game. Rosenberg misses the open jumper, rebounded by Harris Simchuk. Laranenga in the corner.
Wayne Valley getting a lot of offensive rebounds right now. Wayne Hills has got to box them out, get to the ball. That's definitely going to cut down a lot of points for Wayne Valley.
Well, the junior guards, Sam Pressler and Matt Heskins, have kept Wayne Hills in this game so far. The 2 leading scorers for Hills, Brandel and Fonte, that was their first field goal that either of them have hit so far tonight. So, like I said, if it weren't for Heskins and Pressler, this could be a blowout already, but Silgi hits that jumper. He gets the friendly roll. So, Valley goes up by a little bit more. Pressler's wide open. He's going to throw that one up and drill it. So, like I said, Pressler and Heskins are on fire.
It's just scoring every drive. 3-pointer after 3-pointer. These juniors are getting it done for Wayne Hills. And who's been leading Wayne Valley all year? Jason Rosenberg and Silgi. Looks like they're getting it done for Wayne Valley.
Well, Pressler's playmaking ability on the last 2 possessions has kept Wayne Hills in it. They're down 19-16 right now. So it's still anybody's game. And now getting inside is Silgi. They're going to call a push on, I believe, Fonte, or maybe Quinn. They're going to call it on Quinn. His first.
Patriot foul charge number 12, Mike Quinn. His first team, second at the line, makes Silgi 2 shots.
Silgi hits the first free throw, so it's 20-16 Wayne Valley. Silgi was off to a rough start in the first quarter, missing out all of his shots, and he now has 4 points here in the second as he hits his second free throw. So Valley's up by 5 midway through the second quarter. Heskins is going to take it up this time, with Quinn going back to his regular forward position. He has it now on the elbow. Heskins coming around the screen from Quinn, gets inside, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Harris Simchuk. Heskins came around from behind, and they're going to call a reach-in on him. He wasn't happy with the call, but they said he grabbed Harris Simchuk, so Heskins is going to be charged with his first foul of the night.
Charge number 35, Matt Heskins, his first team third. Substitution.
So here comes the first substitution of the night for Wayne Hills, as the senior Matt DeBlock's going to come in for his quarterback, Mike Quinn. He'll head to the bench. So Hills has a very thin bench after Mike Drees and Peter Davies quit the team. So they really only have a 6-man rotation now, as DeBlock will come in to spell Quinn or Fonte from time to time. But really those 3 guards are going to be in there all the time now, with Drees no longer on the team. Silgi to Larananga, goes off his face, and he pushes DeBlock to the floor. So both teams not really set, as that one goes out of bounds off of Keith Greaves' hands. So Hills is going to take over.
Really sloppy drive that John.
Larananga and Grieve both had easy passes go off their fingertips. They're going to go with a little man-to-man full court pressure here.
With Quinn out now, it seems that Heskins has to take the ball up. That's putting Hills down a shooter, which definitely is working for them up to now.
Well, I am shocked. Joe Brandel has been a no-show thus far. He hasn't even taken a shot yet tonight, and he's our leading scorer. He's going to have to step things up eventually. They're trying to get him open through some baseline screens, but it's just not working. Fonte gets inside. He's stuffed by Grieve. And now a loose ball is going to be taken by Heskins. He's got a 4-on-2, pulls up for 3. No good off the back of the rim. The rebound goes to Pressler. Good job by him on the offensive board. He pulls up from 15 with a man in his face. No good. And they're going to call an over-the-back foul on Chris Fonte, who reached over the shoulder of Keith Grieve. So it's going to go back over to Valley.
One of the reasons I think Brandel hasn't gotten a shot so far, Wayne Valley has the best player covering man-to-man on him. Jason Rosenberg has been covering Joe Brandel all game.
Well, Rosenberg has gotten it done on the offensive end and the defensive end, too. Shutting down, like I said, Hills' best scorer, but to this point, Heskins and Pressler have kept him in it, as Hills trails by just 5 right now. Getting inside is Rosenberg, puts up a crazy acrobatic shot, rebounded by Fonte, who's going to kick it up ahead to Brandel. Finds Pressler on the fast break, who's going to slow things up now and find Heskins. Back to Pressler in the corner, who shoots a 3, and it's good! Right in the face of Nick Silgi. Sam Pressler hits a 3 and cuts the lead down to 2, and Valley's going to take a quick timeout.
Sam Pressler gives Nick Silgi a facial on that one. But like I said, that's Sam Pressler's spot. He's not going to miss a 3-pointer from there. They're going to have to cover it.
The 3-point shooting from the junior guards has been sensational tonight. They've hit 5 combined. And Pressler to this point right now has 11 points already. Heskins has 6. But Rosenberg's carried the load offensively for Valley. He's got 11 points to tie Pressler. So both coaches giving their team some words of wisdom as they'll break the huddle after the 30-second timeout. Rosenberg taking things up for the Indians. Silgi's going to fire a long 3 in the face of Joe Brandel, and he drills that one. So Silgi was upset that Pressler hit 1 in his face, so he had to come back the other way and do the same thing. So Silgi's starting to heat up now. He's got 7 points in this quarter. Pressler on the left wing is going to find a block. They get it down low to Heskins, who's open. Kicks it out to Quinn, who's going to pull up from 3. It's good! Mike Quinn, a 3-point goal. He meets his average in 1 shot. They bring it back the other way to Grieve this time. He loses it. An athletic play by DeBlock to find Pressler. So Matt DeBlock making a nice defensive play right there. Pressler coming back the other way now. He pulls up from 3. No good. Rebounded by Silgi. And it's intercepted by Heskins. They're going end-to-end right now. Heskins to the block down low. Misses the wide-open layup. And they're going to call a foul on Wayne Hills.
Another missed opportunity for Wayne Hills there. Chris Fonte, to my knowledge, has 2 so far. And Matt DeVox just makes it 3. That's 6 points Wayne Hills could have had right now.
Quinn picks up his second. (24-22) Wayne Valley. Here's a 3-pointer from Larinaga, no good, rattles out. Quinn with a nice rebound, gets it to Heskins. Fonte's out of the game right now. He's about to check back in though. Heskins with some nice one-on-one moves on Harris Simchuk. Under 2 minutes to go here in the opening half. Intercepted by Harris Simchuk. He's coming back the other way. Heskins guarding him. He's called for the foul. Andrew Harris Simchuk couldn't get the layup to go, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Mike Quinn holding that ball too long. Nothing good can happen when you're not dribbling for that long.
Harris Simchuk's first is perfect. He's got 4 points in the first half. As Fonte comes back in for Quinn, who has 2 fouls. Harris Simchuk hits both. So Valley's back up by 4. 26-22 Indians. Brandel comes around the screen. They just cannot get him open. Rosenberg has been on him like glue. And you wonder if Pressler can continue to hit these shots, whether they'll take Rosenberg off him and put him on Pressler. Time will tell. Fonte gets inside, and he's fouled from behind by Grieve or Silgi. They're going to call it on Grieve. So Fonte's going to go to the line. His free throw stroke has been a little bit improved this season. He's always been around a 50% free throw shooter. Not great, but not terrible by big man standards. But in the last game, I believe he was like 5 for 8 or 6 for 8, and he hits his first one. So Fonte now with 4 points so far.
His free throws right now are definitely a big confidence builder for Chris Fonte. As we mentioned, missing 2 shots, open layups before. Making 2 free throws right now is definitely going to be huge to his confidence, giving him the power to block.
Larinaga drives baseline, kicks it out to Silgi, who's wide open for 3. No good, way short. It's going to go out of bounds back to Wayne Valley. With 1:13 to go in the second quarter. Silgi's pass intercepted by Matt Heskins. So Hills gets an extra possession off that turnover. Under 1 minute now to go in the opening half. Coach Catalano calling out a play. Brandel has not even attempted a shot so far. This is very surprising. He averages, I believe, 16 a game to lead all of Wayne Hills' scores. So he's just been absolutely shut down by Jay Rosenberg.
This game really shows you what a great defensive player can do to an offense. Jason Rosenberg been on Brandel, like you said, John, like glue all game. Hasn't gotten a shot off. Results in the score of Wayne Hills losing this one so far.
45 seconds now. Hills in no rush, down by 4. I'm sorry, down by 2, 26-24. Like I said, it's hard to see the scoreboard. Pressler's going to just sit there and dribble the ball. I'll wonder to... 6 seconds to go now. Heskins working on Harris Simchuk, gets inside, puts it up at the buzzer. No good. So that'll do it for the first half of action. A very good first half from both teams. That'll do it with Wayne Valley leading Hills by a score of 26-24. So Nick, what stood out for you?
Definitely Jason Rosenberg's defense so far this half. Shutting Joe Brandel, Wayne Hills' leading scorer, down to 0 points. The juniors for Wayne Hills are also getting it done right now. Sam Pressler, Matt Haskins being the leading scorers up to this point. They're going to need to keep doing what they're doing if Hills has a chance in this one.
Well, the three-point baskets definitely stand out for both sides, as Hills has hit 7 and Valley's hit 6. So I mean, both sides are just lighting it up from beyond the arc. But like you said, I mean, Fonte and Brandel have been shut down, especially Brandel, by, like you said, Jay Rosenberg's defense. But Pressler and Haskins have kept it in it, and they're going to have to continue to hit their shots if Brandel can't get open, because Silgi and Rosenberg on the other end have done well on the offensive side of the ball. So it's going to be a very interesting first half. Both these crowds are going to play a major factor. So stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this second half. We'll be right back with it.
3rd and 5, 40 Indians from their own 37-yard line. Bly rolls out to the right side of the field, getting pressured by Drake. As the pass is intercepted by Jeremiah Kale. Kale to the 40, pass out to the right side of the field. He's got blocking downfield to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Patriots. Jeremiah Kale, his 10th interception of the season, takes it back for a touchdown as the Patriots take a 6-0 lead.
Welcome back to Wayne Valley as we get ready to start the second half of action. I'm Jon Vittas, joined here with a very special guest. It's Sean Fedema, a commentator for the Valley athletic program. So Sean, you've been to a lot of these Valley games. I mean, coming in here, we really don't know too much about you guys here at Wayne Valley. I mean, we know you have a very solid team, ranked 12th in the state, over 500. But how good has the season gone so far for this Valley basketball team, and how far do you think they can go into the postseason?
Well, the season's been excellent. I mean, we beat Bergen Catholic by 15. That's a huge win. We lost to St. Joe's by 1, which is still a big win. You know, St. Joe's, big Catholic school, and we're playing Don Bosco soon. So those are a couple of big games coming up along with the SAIC. And, you know, if Rosenberg keeps doing what he's doing, Tom Larinagas hitting his threes, we're rebounding, we're going to be fine.
Yeah, Hills has really lacked that big signature win this year. They haven't really beaten too many good teams. But, I mean, you mentioned Jay Rosenberg. I mean, he's had a spectacular first half. He's in double digits scoring-wise, and he's absolutely shut down Joe Brandel, our best scorer.
Best point guard in the state, all I got to say.
He's definitely shown it tonight. I mean, he's having a great game. But as we get ready to start the second half, I mean, you know this team better than we do. What do you expect to see from Valley in the second half, and do you think they can pull it out?
I think Valley can pull it out if they shut down Pressler. You know, Pressler's got half your points, so, you know, if we just keep a hand in Pressler's face and Rosenberg keeps doing what he's doing, shutting down Randall, we're going to be fine.
All right, thank you, Sean, for the Wayne Valley perspective. So I'm going to bring in now a new member of our broadcast team, Joe Rapp, who did the camera in the first half. So we've substituted him for Nick Appaluccio. So, Joe, let's get a new opinion in here. What are your thoughts on the first half?
Well, Fonte didn't get involved enough, and when Wayne Hills did give Fonte the ball down low in the paint, he didn't score. He didn't score at all. I mean, he made his free throws, which is nice to see, but he's got to make more layups.
Fonte has just 4 points to this point, but we just can't keep mentioning the fact that Joe Brandel is scoreless. And not just that he's scoreless, he hasn't even taken a shot yet. So it's not like he's cold, he just hasn't done anything, because Jay Rosenberg's been on him the whole game. I mean, you can use all the corny expressions you want, but Rosenberg's been on him like glue the whole night. And we're going to get ready to start things. Hills is going to start with the ball, down 26-24 here at the half. They're going to go from left to right now in this second half.
John, let me just say, you know, Sam Pressler was hitting his shots in the first half. You know, Coach got us to get him more involved.
Well, Pressler and Haskins both hit their three-pointers. Pressler in particular has 11 points to lead Wayne Hills. So he has just about half their points. They try to get him the ball here on the right side. He's isolated. He's not going to drive on Harasimchuk. Quinn on the right side now looking for Fonte, who's working on Grieve. They get it down low to Fonte. Gives himself a pretty tough angle. Gets his own board, puts it back up, no good. Rebounded by Grieve.
That's what I'm talking about, John. He's got to make those layups, man. It's vital in a close game like this.
Well, it looks like so far in the second half that Coach Catalano has made a point of getting Fonte the ball, and they did it right there. He just couldn't finish. Good defense down low from Grieve, who came back right there on the offensive side of things and got an easy 2. So Valley's up by 4 right now. Quinn gets inside, gives it to Pressler, who's going to pull up from 18 feet and hit it. Sam Pressler's on the money. 13 points already.
He's been all over the court tonight. Any shot he takes, he's making. I mean, like I'm saying, Coach Cat's got to set some picks for Sam to get open and make those shots. Maybe call some baseline plays, get him to the rim, because he can make anything right now.
That's a good point, Joe. I mean, I'm sure Coach Catalano's going to do anything he can to dial it up for Pressler, as well as Brando, who hasn't even gotten a chance. But Grieve gets inside there again. So after being held scoreless in the first half, Keith Grieve has come out and hit both baskets for Wayne Valley. Quinn gets inside and finishes down low. A nice athletic play from Mike Quinn, and he's got 5 points.
Hey, he said he wanted 3 points tonight, but he's over-exceeded that.
He's got 5, like I said, so Quinn over his average. He's not exactly the best scorer on the team, but pretty important on the defensive end, and like we saw earlier, handling the ball a little bit as well. Brandel gets it down low to Fonte, inside position on Grieve, can't finish, gets his own board, puts it up and misses it again. Pressler gets inside, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Pressler's just making it happen in all aspects of this game.
See, John, that's what we don't see from Wayne Hills throughout the whole season. I mean, they only have Fonte going and getting rebounds. I mean, it's good to see a guard go into the paint and try to get a rebound, try to get a putback layup.
Pressler's first free throw is good. So he's up to 14 points now. I'm not sure what his career high is, but I wouldn't expect it to be any higher than 17 or 18. I'm being told it's 23, so he still has a little more work to do to get to that point, but it's definitely a possibility. I see he has 15 right now, early in this third quarter. Rosenberg working on Brandel, so Brandel's going to try to give him a little bit of his own medicine. Rosenberg inside to Grieve, fouled by Fonte. So Grieve's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
John, let me ask you a question. What do you think's more impressive, Jason Rosenberg's playmaking ability or his defense on Joe Brandel tonight?
I'm going to go with his defense. I mean, he's done a great job penetrating through the Wayne Hills defense and hitting his 3-pointers. He's been great on both ends of the floor. But defensively, I mean, to shut down Hills' leading scorer, who averages 17 points a game to nothing right now, and the fact that he hasn't even scored is one thing, but the fact that he hasn't even attempted a shot, or let alone get the ball in his hand, I think he's touched the ball maybe 3 times tonight. I mean, there's just not enough you can say about how vital that is to a defense. That one's going to go out of bounds off Tom Larananga, so it'll go back over to Wayne Hills. A little full court pressure from Valley. Heskins working on Larananga. Does a good job to shake him. The ball handling's been a little bit steadier tonight from Quinn, Heskins, and Pressler. Brandel, like I said, hasn't even touched it. He's just been a non-factor all night. Heskins back to Quinn, a dangerous pass, getting it past Silgy's outstretched arm. Slowing things up a little bit as Wayne Hills. Heskins gets inside, puts up the floater, no good. Offensive rebound to Fonte. It's stripped by Harris Simchuk. It'll go out of bounds back to the Patriots.
You know, we've discussed all season that Fonte's just a big guy down there in the paint. Wayne Valley doing a great job just pushing him around a little bit, let him getting uncomfortable a little bit.
Getting inside is Heskins and lays it in. A nice assist from Joe Brandel. So he makes his first impact in today's game. So Heskins with another basket. He has 8 points right now. Rosenberg's working on Brandel. Midway through this third quarter, Hills has weathered the Keith Grieve storm. And they've tied it up right now. Actually, excuse me, Wayne Hills is up by 1 right now, 32-31, with 4 minutes to go in this third quarter. So they've come out hot despite Brandel's inability to score. Nice athletic rebound from Matt Heskins. He got up high to get that one. Pressler wide open for 3. There he is. No good. Rattles out. Hills was expecting that one to fall. Getting inside is Rosenberg. Offensive board to Silgy, goes out of bounds back to Wayne Hills off of Quinn's hands.
You know what? If you're Coach Cat, you're fine with that shot because Sam's been hot all night, and he had an open shot on the fast break, so why not take it?
And now coming in for the first time for Valley is Chris Holmesy, the sophomore, getting some action. He's going to catch this one off the inbound, get it to Harris Simchuk, back to Rosenberg in the corner. Inside is Grieve, rejected by Fonte. Brandel comes away with it. So Joe Brandel's going to handle the ball here, trying to get past Rosenberg. Gets 2 screens from Fonte and Quinn. Pressler tries to post up Fonte, but Grieve knocks it away from behind. Grieve has played good defense tonight. Harris Simchuk the other way, finishes at the rim. Nice play by Andrew Harris Simchuk to get 2 points on the board for Valley.
That's a nice steal from Wayne Valley, but looked like an over the back on Fonte, but you know, it's the way the ref saw it.
Pressler looking for Quinn down low. Valley back up by 3 now. Brandel comes off the screen, puts it up, and it's good. Joe Brandel is on the board.
It's about time. Wayne Hills needs him to score some points.
Well, they set a double screen for him right there, and Rosenberg just couldn't get around them. And Brandel finally found some space and put it in. So he now has his first basket of the game, and that's a third party scoring-wise that Wayne Hills just absolutely needs right now. A wide open shot from Grieve is no good. Gets his own board. Holmesy has it with 2:30 to go in the third quarter. I mean, Brandel's played some good defense on Rosenberg since that first quarter. They battle for the loose ball as Rosenberg came away with it. It goes out of bounds back to Wayne Valley. But Rosenberg scored 8 points in that first quarter, and ever since he's only had 3. So Brandel's played some solid defense on him as well.
Yeah, but he's been a great job passing the ball to his teammates, getting his teammates involved, John. And that's the key for a point guard. As a tough angle, Silgy banking it home.
That was a nice shot by Nick Silgy, using the glass to his advantage as Valley goes back up by 1, 35-34 Indians. They find Brandel off that very same play, who gets it down low to Fonte, who cuts and finishes. So Brandel got a little bit of space again, and he was able to get a nice pass successfully down low to Chris Fonte, who finished. Fonte's first point of the second half. He's got 6 right now. And another nice basket from Nick Silgy. So he's come alive a little bit in the last 2 possessions. He's up to 12 points now on the night. Quinn's going to handle the ball again. We haven't seen him do this since early on in the second quarter. But they're trying to get Brandel open off those screens, as you see him slicing through the middle time and time again. Pressler couldn't get it to him. This is Heskins now on the right wing, working on Holmesy. Here's Heskins wide open off the screen. He lines it up and drills it. Matt Heskins has been on fire tonight as well when he puts it up.
You see Matt showing emotion, really happy he made that shot. I mean, he's been hitting them all night.
Rosenberg coming back, and he hits a 3. So Heskins and Rosenberg going toe for toe on the shooting side of things as Rosenberg's answered now his first points of the second half.
Every time Wayne Hills gets a big bucket, Wayne Valley Jason Rosenberg just hits a
And Quinn answers on the other end with a 3-point play. The scoring has come alive here late in the third as Mike Quinn has scored 7 now, and he'll go to the line to try to add 1 more.
John, that might be a season high for him.
It very well could be. I mean, Quinn doesn't seem shy to advertise his inability to score. But tonight, he's played very hard. He's got 7 points, like I said. He misses his free throw. So it's 41-40 Wayne Hills. They've taken the lead here in the third. Rosenberg gets inside. They're going to call a foul on Quinn, his fishing buddy. MSG did a little piece on Quinn and Rosenberg in that Hills Valley football game. And they're good buddies. They go fishing in the off season, and so they're friends off the court as well as on it. As Quinn has been guarding Silgy pretty much the whole night. This is Rosenberg with the ball. Under a minute to go. Valley trailing by 1. They're going to dribble out the clock a little bit, try to get the last shot. They're going to pick Brandel. The block is with Rosenberg one-on-one. They kick it out to Silgi. Pulls up a long 3, rebounded by Quinn, air ball. Quinn's going to chuck a long one. No good. It goes short, and that'll do it for the third quarter of action. So a nice third quarter from Wayne Hills as they've regained the lead. So it's 41-40, Wayne Hills. So Joe, a good third quarter from Hills. What stood out for you, and what do you expect to see them do in the fourth?
Well, I'm just happy that Quinn and Fonte finally came alive. I mean, Fonte played well at the end of the second quarter, and Quinn scoring as many points as he's done all season, so that's good. And I'm looking forward to a close finish like we see every time these two teams get together.
Well, it's definitely going to be a good one. We could have another Patriot Classics on our hand. So stay tuned and you'll see another one after this.
All this hype about the defense, and it's been true in this game, playing very nice defense.
Oh, Wayne Hills Patriots! Ariel Danziger off the deflection of Alyssa Baselli. And just like we were talking about before, how important momentum is in this game. The Wayne Hills Patriots get the first goal in this huge county final, and the Wayne Hills Patriots are on top 1-0.
It's Patriots putting a lot of defenders in the box. Ryan looking for help, and that is it. That is their final. The Wayne Hills Patriots have just defeated the Wayne Valley Indians in the Passaic County final. Girls soccer, Wayne Hills 1, Wayne Valley nothing. They are your 2005 Passaic County champion.
Back here from Wayne Valley High School where the Patriots lead the Indians 41-40. So it's going to be a good one. They send the starting 5 in there. Both teams do. So it's going to be a good one. Here comes Rosenberg, chucks up a quick 3, no good. Rosenberg trying to set the tone here in the fourth, couldn't get it to go. But Valley retains possession on the offensive rebound. Rosenberg one-on-one with Brandel, give it up to Larananga. Rosenberg hasn't been able to get inside as often as he did in the first half. Silgi, a nice post move on Quinn, no good. Quinn will get the rebound. And he's going to take it up for Wayne Hills. So Wayne Hills nursing a 1-point lead, 30 seconds into this fourth quarter. We'll see if they're going to continue to be able to hit these shots. And they're going to call a reach-in on Tom Larananga. As I got to point out that Heskins, Pressler, and Quinn's ball handling have been very good in this game. They had a couple turnovers in the first quarter, but ever since, they've been very solid with the ball in their hands.
And John, when you don't turn the ball over, you always have a chance.
I mean, Valley's been hitting their shots too, but the ball handling and lack of turnovers for Wayne Hills have really been able to give them the lead so far. Quinn rolling off the screen, gets it to Brandel. It's knocked away by Rosenberg. Brandel just couldn't shake Rosenberg there as Rosenberg's going coast to coast. Dishes it to Harris Simchuk, who gets inside and finishes. So Andrew Harris Simchuk gives Wayne Valley the lead right back.
Jay Rosenberg always looks to push, always tries to find the open man.
And when his scoring isn't there, as it really hasn't been in the second half, he's not afraid to get inside and make a nice pass like he did right there. I mean, he truly is a point guard. He's not just a scorer. And he distributes very well and gets younger players like Andrew Harris Simchuk into the action. Quinn posts up Fonte, working on Grieve. They're going to call a foul on Grieve. So Fonte's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
John, a real key for the end of this game. Fonte's got to make free throws.
That's Grieve's third foul. Fonte short on the first. His second is up and good. So Fonte's 3 for 6 from the line tonight, which is up to his standards. It's usually what he does, so not a terrible night for him. He's got 7 points. Both teams have slowed it up a little bit on offense. They don't want to give away any opportunities. Grieve to Larananga off the screen. Both teams have used a lot of picks on offense to try to get their guys open, and it's worked for the most part. A long three-pointer from Laranenga's long, rebounded by Pressler, who'll give it up to Heskins. And Catalano's going to call out a play for his boys with 6:40 to go in this game. .540, excuse me. Quinn gets inside on Silgi, puts it up, no good. Fonte, the offensive rebound, puts it up, no good. Fonte just can't finish down low tonight as Grieve came away with the rebound. Rosenberg up ahead to Harris Simchuk, who lost it for a moment. Gives it up to Laranenga, who's wide open and misses the three-pointer. Grieve comes away with it. Gets it to Rosenberg, who gets inside. Nice move on Fonte. Gives it up to Grieve, who finishes at the hole. What a pass from Rosenberg. And Valley extends their lead to 2.
Can't defend that. Can't defend that, John. Not at the high school level.
Rosenberg is doing everything he can. I mean, he just showed some very athletic moves, and then not just did he slice through the defense, but he gave a perfect pass to Grieve for the layup. Pressler's going to line this one up. No good. Rebound to Grieve. Grieve has had good position on Fonte all night. Fonte's been not much of a factor on the boards. That bank from Rosenberg's no good. Silgi, the offensive board, kicks it out to Laranenga. Drives on Heskins. Tries to work on Fonte. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound to Grieve, who puts it in. Valley's up by 4 right now. This is their largest lead they've had in a while. And Coach Catalano is going to take a timeout. So Grieve has made it happen on the offensive end with the help of Rosenberg. And Valley's taking control of this lead.
You know, for Hills, you got to rebound the basketball. You can't just keep giving Valley 1 or 2 chances or 3 chances to score the ball in the offensive end. You can't do it.
Andrew Harris Simchuk started today's game for Keith Grieve, and Grieve has shown why he deserves to be in that starting lineup. Ever since coming in, I mean, he's had a huge impact on the offensive and defensive end. He's got 9 points, all of them coming in the second half. And he's just played Fonte very well all night. I mean, Fonte's got a couple inches on Grieve and a lot of size. And he's just handled Fonte, you know, to the best of his ability, and he's done a great job getting position on Chris and being able to pull down those rebounds. And you just can't say enough to what Keith Grieve has done tonight for Wayne Valley. But I mean, Silgi and Rosenberg have come through better than Brandel and Fonte have tonight, and that's really the only reason Valley's up right now, because Heskins and Pressler have played a great game, along with Quinn, who's had a very solid night as well. So both teams break the huddle with 4.5 minutes to go here, with Valley leading 46-42. Pressler and Heskins have been quiet in this fourth quarter. Quinn's going to start with the ball as both student sections have gotten on their feet. It's crunch time now. 4.5 to go, like I said. Valley leading by 4. Pressler coming around the screen, working on Harris Simchuk. Finds the block. Can't get it to Brandel. He just can't get open. Pressler has it. Gets it to Heskins. Pump fakes. Gets inside on Laranenga. They're going to call a block on Laranenga. That's Valley's 5th foul of the half. So it'll be a side out for the Patriots.
The last side out for the Patriots. They got a nice layup by Matt Heskins. See if they can do it again.
Brandel's going to inbound it, gets it to Heskins down low, and just like Joe Rapp said, Heskins gets inside for the easy layup. Matt Heskins with 13 points, and Hills cuts the lead to 2.
I called it.
Good call, Joe Rapp. Second time Hills has done that tonight. The juniors have led the way for Hills. Pressler with 15, Heskins with 13. But Pressler hasn't scored in this fourth quarter. Laranenga's going to put up a 3. This one is no good, short. Rebounded by Quinn. So Laranenga's been off the mark tonight. He's noted for his shooting, but it just hasn't been there this evening.
You know, he's got to find some way to put the ball in the basket. He's got to start driving, a little pump fake, and just try to get the ball in the hole to give himself confidence.
Harris Simchuk has played great defense on Pressler in this quarter. So Harris Simchuk has been the Robin to Rosenberg's Batman on the defensive end, as they've teamed up to shut down Hills' 2 best offensive threats. Getting inside is Heskins for the layup. So Matt Heskins coming off the baseline screen. He finishes and ties things up at 46. 2 minutes and 47 seconds to go here from Wayne Valley High School with Hills and Valley locked up in a 46-all tie. This is going to be a great finish. 2.5 to go. Rosenberg with the ball in his hands working on Joe Brandel. Rosenberg can't get past Brandel. Both of them have played good defense tonight.
Jay's just trying to make something happen.
I mean, Valley's very comfortable with the ball in Jay Rosenberg's hand as he's a great ball handler. Gets inside on Heskins, puts up a tough shot, no good. Rebounded by Quinn. Quinn has done a great job on the boards tonight. He's probably got 7 or 8 rebounds so far. Heskins pulls up from 3, no good. Rebounded by Rosenberg. So Heskins misses a golden opportunity. Larananga on the other end, no good. The juniors can't hit the shots. Rosenberg short on a jumper. And they're going to call a foul on Keith Grieve. That's only the 6th for Valley, so Hills won't get a 1-and-1 chance.
Hill's gaining momentum, though, John. I mean, Valley's got to start making some shots if they can't get in the paint.
Coach Catalano's going to take a timeout. But after Heskins missed their shots, it became contagious as Valley missed 3 open shots on their possession. And like I said, Quinn has done a great job tonight on the boards. He's really been a major factor tonight. He's kind of been one of the more quiet players for Wayne Hills. He's just usually kind of there, plays solid on defense, and plays a decent game but doesn't light up the score sheet. He's got 7 points tonight, but he's just made his presence felt on the defensive end as well as on the boards. So you can't say enough about Mike Quinn as well as Heskins and Pressler, who have single-handedly kept Hills in the game points-wise. It'll be interesting to see if they put Fonte in for DeBlock, as DeBlock was in the game for that last little stretch right there. But this is going to be a great finish. 1.5 minutes to go. Tie ball game, 46-46. And Joe, if you're Coach Catalano and you got a diagram a last-second play, whose hands are you going to try to get the ball into?
Well, since Jay Rosenberg has been on Joe Brandel all night, I don't think he's the guy because he's not hot right now. Haven't had any opportunity, so I would design a play for Sam Pressler. I mean, he's scored the most points, and he's made the most shots, and he gets open, and he makes it when he's open, so I think he's the guy.
Yeah, I got to agree. It's got to be either Pressler or Heskins. They've hit their shots tonight. Joe Brandel, you never know, could get open and hit a big shot. He's a great shooter, but he hasn't even had his chances to get warmed up tonight. I think he's taken 2 shots, so you don't know what he's going to give you coming out cold, and of course Rosenberg's going to be on him. But 1:51 to go, 46-46. Heskins going to inbound it to Quinn. So both sides of fans are ready to erupt at any moment. As any basket right here is obviously going to be very huge. And it could come down to free throw shooting if one of these teams can get any type of advantage. Heskins is working on Larananga. Gets it to Quinn along the right side. 1:35 to go. Heskins gets the call from Coach Cat. They go into a motion offense. Pressler comes around the screen. Good defense from Harris Simchuk. Pressler back to Quinn. They're in no hurry. 1:20 to go. Coach Catalano being content with Hills holding the ball. Quinn gets inside, puts it up, and it's good! Mike Quinn uses the glass, and Hills goes on top by 2.
Mike Quinn more aggressive than any other game this season. He's playing great.
Mike Quinn has showed up tonight. He's got 9 points. Getting inside is Rosenberg. And they're going to call a foul on Brandel, but it doesn't matter. That's only Hills' 3rd foul of the half, so it'll be a side out for Hills as they're going to bring Fonte in with exactly 60 seconds to go. 48-46 Wayne Hills. Fonte's going to come in for DeBlock. So a huge shot from Quinn. Rosenberg can't find anybody. He's going to have to call a timeout. So good ball denial from Wayne Hills on that inbound. And Hills' fans are on their feet right now, up by 2 with a minute to go.
I'm just shocked at Mike Quinn's play right now, John.
I mean, we're friends with Mike. We're in his forensics class. We talked to him, and he's not exactly the most confident guy offensively. I mean, he plays basketball for fun. Obviously, he's a football player at heart. I mean, he only plays basketball 2 or 3 months out of the season. And he showed up tonight. I mean, he's been obviously motivated by these fans and by playing his good buddy, Jay Rosenberg. So, I mean, Quinn is showing you what he can do on the basketball court. I mean, of course, he is a great quarterback. He's heading to Elon on a full scholarship, which is Division I football. But I mean, maybe a little bit of a, I mean, this is really the biggest game he's played in since the state championship, where he, for lack of a better word, choked against Ramapo in the snow. So he's trying to make up for it right now, and he's doing a great job, as that was such a clutch shot by Quinn. So 1 minute to go, Rosenberg finds Laranango off the quick inbound play. Laranango working on Pressler. Brandel's guarding Rosenberg. Both fans are on their feet. 49 seconds to go. Rosenberg gets inside on Brandel, puts it up, no good. Rebound to Grieve, and he's fouled by Fonte. So Grieve is going to go to the line for 2 huge free throws with 41 seconds left.
But John, again, Hills couldn't get that rebound. I mean, that's the key. If they get the rebound, they're going to be on the line.
That's a great point, Joe, as now Grieve has 2 absolutely huge free throws. Probably the biggest of his career. Hills' fans trying to distract him. He puts it up, and it's no good off the side of the rim. So Hills, no matter what, will have the lead after this pair. 48-46, Wayne Hills. 41 and a half seconds to go. Hills' fans making all the noise they can. Grieve's second free throw is up, and no good. He misses both. Pressler with a huge rebound, and Hills is up by 2. Here comes Heskins, and they're going to call a foul on Tom Laranango reaching in. So Matt Heston's going to go to the line for a huge 1-and-1 opportunity.
Well, if he makes both of them, John, you can pretty much put the bow on this game right now.
Matt Heston is a great free throw shooter, so we'll see if the pressure is going to get to him. That's Laranango's 4th foul. Heston is a great free throw shooter, but this is a huge shot for him. He's got to hit this first one, as now Valley fans try to get him to miss this one. His first shot is up, and perfect. Matt Heskins is money from the stripe. He hasn't let the pressure get to him at all tonight. He's come through time and time again. He's got 5 points for Hills in this quarter to lead all of their scorers. His second shot is up, and good! Matt Heskins hits both free throws from the line, and Hills is up by 4.
Oh. John, just like football, John, just like football. Nothing ever changes.
Hills came away with the clutch win against Valley on the football field, and they're doing it right now on the basketball court. We haven't seen this type of guts from this team all year. I mean, the definition of gut check time just happened in this last minute and the last couple of possessions, and Hills has come through. I mean, this team hasn't shown this much heart all season, and they're coming through when it matters most, in front of the biggest crowd they've played in front of all year. So, I mean, this is just going to be, if they can pull this out, this is going to be a huge signature win for their confidence. It'll get them into the state tournament, getting to that 500 mark. I mean, this is just a great turn of events right now for Wayne Hills.
Oh, definitely, John. I mean, if they beat Wayne Valley, who is ahead of them in the top 25 poll, they're definitely going to move up.
I mean, this is just, you can't say enough about the magnitude of this game. I mean, if Hills can hold on, it's just huge, but not so fast, because Valley still has some type of a chance with 25 seconds to go. Down by 4, it's 50-46 Wayne Hills. Rosenberg's gonna let it roll as far as he can let it go. Picks it up, works on Brandel. They're gonna call a push on Brandel. They can afford to do that. They got 3 fouls to give. Now they got 2 fouls to give. That's their 15th foul of the half. So Hills can afford to let them dribble around and then give a little push. That's Joe Brandel's 3rd foul. Rosenberg inbounds it now with 20 seconds to go. They're going to call another foul to give on Brandel. It's hard to see the clock. I really can't see how much time left. It looks like 23 seconds. 28 seconds, I'm told. Silgi's going to inbound it. Rosenberg coming around the screen, pulls up for a long three. It's way short. Offensive rebound goes to Harris-Simchuk. So a clutch two for Andrew Harris-Simchuk after the senior captain came up short on the three. So Valley's still in it, down by 2.
Again, John, Wayne Hills could not rebound the ball real well, did not box out there, and Andrew got the easy layup. That can't happen.
Coach Catalano's not happy as Fonte was waiting for that ball to hit the rim, but it never did. And Harris-Simchuk got the better read on it and was able to catch it and put it in for the easy 2. So Valley still in it. 50-48 Wayne Hills. Both teams in the huddle. Both coaches on the clipboard diagramming some plays. Both very passionate in the huddles right now. I mean, like I said, gut check time. This is where the PTPers come out to perform.
I just want to see the end, man. I just want to see the final score.
I mean, everybody's on their feet as far as students go. We're on our feet too. I mean, there's no reason to be sitting down right now. 2-point game. 20.6 seconds to go. Hills has the ball. Valley's definitely going to go for the steal and try to get a trap. And if they can't do that, they'll foul. Hills is going to want to get the ball into the hands of Brandel, Heskins, or Presser, the best free throw shooters on the team. They can all shoot it well from the line. So that's something Coach Catalano has to be happy about right now. They get it to Brandel off the screen, who's going to waste some time in the corner. And he's going to be fouled finally. He was able to waste 4 seconds right there, get it down to 16 seconds to go. And Joe Brandel's going to go to the line for a huge 1-and-1.
But Brandel had Matt Haskins on the wing. They would have had at least 5 seconds wasted more if he passed the ball. But, you know, he's probably an 80% free throw shooter throughout the whole season, so he's got to be confident.
Well, Brandel has barely touched the ball tonight. He's got 2 points. He's the leading scorer for this team. And this is finally his chance to make an impact on this game. It's a 1-and-1 chance. His first free throw is up and way short. Rebounded by Wayne Valley and Nick Silgi. Wayne Valley has a chance. Rosenberg's going quick up the other end. Kicks it to Harris-Simchuk. A big shot. No good. Rattles out. Rebounded by Mike Quinn. Matt Heskins is fouled with 4 seconds to go. Sam Pressler's urging the fans to get up and applaud. Wayne Hills is up by 2, and they are getting on the Valley fans with that famous Valley Indian chant.
They finally got a rebound, John. They finally got it.
A 30-second called out by Valley, but Harris-Simchuk missed a wide-open shot to win the game as some Wayne Hills fans were escorted out by police officers as they got a little bit rowdy right there. But it was probably worth it, as with 4 seconds to go, Hills is up by 2 as they begin the na-na-na chants here in Valley's home turf. Hills breaks the huddle on the verge of their biggest win of the season.
No, I need to see that.
On the line for the Patriots, Matt Heskins.
So with 4 seconds to go, Heskins is going to shoot a 1-and-1. The only chance for Valley is that he misses one of them. They get the offensive rebound, get it down the floor quick, and get a 3. Larananga's way back for Valley. Heskins' first free throw is no good. Rebounded by Harris-Simchuk. They still have a chance. 2 seconds to go. And Rosenberg loses the ball. And he goes out of bounds. And Wayne Hills pulls out the 50-48 thriller.
Let's go, John. This is our house. Wayne, let's go. Wayne Hills, baby.
50-48, Wayne Hills pulls out the thriller. Rosenberg had one last chance and he lost it off his foot. It went out of bounds. And Wayne Hills picks up their biggest win of the season, going into Valley's house and pulling out the 2-point win. Wow, what a great game.
Oh, what a game, John. Clutch play, great defense, great offense, just a great game, man. Can't ask for any better. We got in here for free. Think about that.
It was definitely worth a $2 admission if you showed up to this one. I mean, just you can't say enough about this game. We're not even going to break it down because it's not worth it. It was just one of those games where big players step up in big situations. I mean, there's just not enough you can say about the performance of Mike Quinn tonight, the performance of Sam Pressler, the performance of Matt Eskins at the line. I mean, just everyone came through for Wayne Hills other than Joe Brandel, and it really wasn't his fault. Jay Rosenberg's just a great defender. I mean, this is definitely a tough one to swallow for Wayne Valley, losing on their home court to their crosstown rival. But Joe, final thoughts?
You know, we may see another round of this, John. I mean, they could definitely meet up in the state playoffs.
I mean, that's definitely a possibility, as well as the county playoffs. I mean, I'm not quite sure what the situations are with the seeding or if they've even started those tournaments. But, I mean, there's definitely a possibility that we could see Valley again. And if we do, it's definitely going to be a good one. That game will probably be here again because the Valley will be the higher seed. So, I mean, we could see this very same matchup once again later on this year. And if we get that, I'll certainly be looking forward to it. But that'll just about do it here from Wayne Valley High School. For Nick Appaluccio, Sean Fedemo, who came and made a nice little interview for us talking about his Valley team, and of course Joe Rapp, I'm Jon Vittas. Have a nice night, everyone.
Oh.